Good evening folks, and welcome. And tonight I'm working on the Portadyne, sorry, not Portadyne, it's the REGENTONE Handygram. And what I'm actually doing tonight, I've just realised I could use a bit more epoxy there to just, because the REGENTONE symbol's coming off, so just dab a little bit of that there. Just stick the badge back on. There we go. Basically, what the problem with this was, the sound was cutting in and out intermittently, and basically the sound was cut, and it was really crackly and horrible. And I first suspected the output transformer. I'm going to cut these transformer wires down in a minute. They're much too long, and I'm going to make them neater. But basically what the issue was, I want to get this ready so I can sell it. There we are. Right, but basically what the issue was, the volume, the sound was really scratchy and noisy, and when you know, it would just go off on its own and then, you know, just come back on. And basically I thought it was the output transformer, but it wasn't. It turned out that it wasn't the output transformer. It turned out it was the speaker. And what had happened was, the wire that comes from the cone to the contacts, to the connectors here, to the solder tags, I'd gone intermittent, and I just tapped it with the I've got the little hooker here, the little hooker tool. I just touched it with that and it came apart. So what I've had to do, I've had to break this here so that I could get into it, and I've soldered a new piece of wire on, and I've now epoxied this piece of tag strip back together so that the speaker doesn't rattle when it's playing. And I've already had it switched on, and it actually it is now as quiet as a mouse. It's nice and silent. But all I want to do next is neaten these two wires here up, because they're much too long, and they don't have to be that long. I mean, the fucking transformer's here, for fuck's sake, not fucking over here somewhere. You know, the transformer's there, so the wires don't have to be that long. So I'm going to snip them down and neaten them up a bit, and resolder them back on. I thought I was going to have to change the transformer, so I unscrewed this one to make sure it's tight again, and it turns out that's it, not the transformer. The valve socket was a bit loose in this as well. It still is a bit, but there's nothing I can do about that. But you know, this amplifier's been rebuilt. I mean, really could do with better valve sockets, but they are what they are. There's nothing I can do about it, you know. But yeah, you know, I rebuilt this amplifier a couple of months ago. I did all the capacitors, all the resistors, everything on this is brand new. Except even the valves were brand new, old stock. I got them from Goldborn last time I went. Not last time, time before that. Got them from there. And I actually got them for my Stellar radio, but I decided to put them in this instead. I decided to use them in this instead. I thought this was more deserving. I don't think that's the screw for that. No. Nowhere near. That's actually the screw for the output transformer. so let's get the but this has all been neatly all rewired and all neatly done, and you know, I'm really happy with the way this thing turned out. That's the screw for the speaker because it's longer, and this is the screw for the output transformer. Which is shorter. But at the end of the day, you know, really we want it sounding as nice as we can, and the speaker, apart from that, the speaker's in very good nick, you know, so we'll get that sorted, make sure that it's all tightened because it's being out, so make sure it's tightened back up so we don't get any rattles or not as much. There we go. Clean all these bits off here. See, that's starting to harden now, that you see. Yeah, it's starting to harden, it's turned white. And that's stuck on there now. So let's have a look at this. Yeah. See, and that's away from there. So what we'll do now, we'll clean. Oh, soldering iron shoe fell off the fucking inside. There we go. So what we'll do now, we'll clean the tip of the iron because it looks a bit cruddy, to be honest. See if we can scrape some of this shit off with a Stanley knife. Don't know what that is. We're going to need a bit of sandpaper on that. Right, let's find a bit of solder. Right. This solder's stuck to my epoxy spreader. There we go. But what I want to do, I want to clean the tip of the iron, because the art of good soldering is a clean iron. You know, there we go. Oh, we're getting there. That's it. Right, so what we'll do now, we'll take the wires off the output transformer. We don't need them that long. And what we'll do, get the clippers, the little wire cutters, get them ready. So what we need to do is, see, look at all that wire they put on. Clip it. There we go. Right. Right. And clip that one about there because it's further away. Actually, I might be able to do it at the same place. Yeah, no problem. Well, you've got to now anyway because I've clipped into it, so I would have to do it that way anyway. So what we do next, take our Stanley knife or craft knife, whatever you call them. I call it a Stanley knife. That's what I've always called it. It's a generic term here in the UK. These type of blades. Some people call them craft knives, X-Acto knives. There's not really a wrong way, you know, whatever, you know, wherever you're from, whatever you call them, that's what you call them, it's what they are to you. I mean, you know, there's no wrong way really. So what we do next, we make sure our drawer doesn't clamp our soldering iron cord, and what we do next, we take our little circlip pliers, and what we'll do, we'll bend that over, we'll take our blue one, and as you can see it makes really nice, they make really nice hooks and pliers. Now what we'll do, we get another piece of solder that's too small. I'll fucking solder with that. Let's get this piece here, this is a better quality piece. I got a nice roll that Steve got me the other week from CPC and I fucking mislaid it. It's on here somewhere. But can I find it? Can I fuck? I'll find it when I run out. It'll be on here somewhere. I'm not far from running out. That's why I asked him to pick me a roll up. But because he was over that way, so I asked him to grab me a roll of solder while he was at it. Right, so see what we can do. What we do now, we just heat the peg of the pin up. There we are. That's it. One on. Now isn't that nice and neat? It's a lot neater. Next one. And I'd like to put a bit of solder, so we'll bend that down a bit so it doesn't string off. I like to get a bit behind here on this one. I mean, there's no sense in wrapping wires all the way around about 10 fucking times, because one day the fucker might have to come off to be repaired. There we are. We could now tuck that under there, out of the way, so we've got just the right amount of wire on both of those connections. So which means, look at that, and just see how my epoxy's doing. Yeah, that's nice and dry, that. So what we'll do now, I'll give you a quick look at that. That's all nice and neat. It's not too tight. The wires here are nice and neat. I've changed the wires on here. I've gone for red to red and yellow to blue because I didn't have another blue, so otherwise I'd have gone blue to blue. That'd confuse some fucking engineer in the past, wouldn't it? In the future, wouldn't it? If you took the fucker apart. 2 reds and 2 fucking blues. But it's not just for aesthetics really, that's just a bit of fun. It's not really for that. It's done that way because it needed new wire, and because it needed new wire, that was all I had in the scrap drawer, so that was what it got. Right, so next one. is tighten the amplifier up. What's that bottle of detergent? There we go. I've run out of me Wizoxy as well. Dead disappointing because that's good stuff. But I've had this I keep saying Portadine. Okay, I've had this Regentone knocking around for quite some time now. I got it off Mildred, but it's been knocking around. You know, it's getting to the point now where it's a bit like a fart in a spacesuit. You know, where it's sort of beginning to outlive its welcome, and I'd like to find it at home. So I want to get it repaired, but you know me, I won't send stuff out unless it's right. It has to be right. It's teared out, there's no middle in it. Well, there's a small middle in it, and we can't play that anyway. I remember I bought that record by Madonna, you know, like a virgin. Yeah, I took it out with its sleeve, it had no hole in the middle. Turn that on, it can be warming up while I get our usual record. There we go. No crackles. I think that's spot on. Let's give it a record. Yeah, I think the arm needs slight adjustment.
Twist round and round and round like a Philly shave.
Plenty of volume in it.
Without a rotary action like the Philly shave. Round and round. Twist up and down and tilt like it's floating heads. Unique Philly shave. Twist here, twist there, twist just like it's floating heads. Philly shave. Floating heads caress your face. Like the softest hair. Stubborn whiskers go without a trace. But his personal touch is so unique. Only Philly shave. It's made for every face by a new technique. Let's twist. Whiskers go without a trace. Now this personal touch is so unique. Only Philly shave. And it's made for every face by a new technique. Well, now it's made to measure shaving with the Philly shave. Personal touch. Your toughest stubble, don't worry, Philly shave. Personal touch. Here's the modern twisting shaving that a razor never gave. Shave smoother, quicker, closer, with a Phillips. Round and around and around. With a Phillips. Round and around and around. I said a Phillips. Philly shave. Philly shave. Philly shave. Yeah, stop.
Yeah, and volume full up now, and we'll see, no crackling. A bit of crackle, a bit of ash on the volume control there, but that'll wear off as it's rotating. But everything works well, apart from that bit of ash on the volume control. But yeah, everything works well. I'll give that volume control a quick spray. So that's it, folks. Just a quickie here for you. Just going over this because I want to get it ready for sale, and you know, you can't sell something that's not right, so you know, I'm happy with it. I'm not happy with that crackling, but I'll give the controller spray and get to it from here. But apart from that, yeah, I'm going to play a few records on it, a few that I can't play on YouTube. Give it a good test, and if there's anything else, I'll report in. If not, then you know, look on Facebook Marketplace. It's where I sell all my stuff, and you know, you you could be the lucky person to own this fully serviced REGENTONE Handygram. As you can see, I've got the lid and everything to put back on, the inspection cover and all that lot. That's all got to be done. But yeah, other than that, this is A1, it's ready to go. Yeah, really happy with that. Anyway, it's as silent as an angel's fart. Anyway, I shall catch you later, folks. Bye for now.